It's actually been so long since I've been on camera that I had the chance to move in here and, get through an entire half of a semester. I don't say that with any pride. I'm not particularly proud of myself and how long it's taken me to finally get back to work doing this. It just... What even happened? What even went on? How many weeks of this series have I now missed? We're getting back to the Arkham stuff. Okay, so as before, let me just try and I'll give you my rundown, I'll give you my feelings. Pretty much all of them are going to be positive. We've gotten used to this by now. Although we did find one comic in the bunch that's a serious contender for worst art in this series. Ian Bertram might get let off that I might have to give some slack to his chain a little bit. So here we go, doing Batman Eternal vlogs in the dorm room for the first time since issue 3. Still on the iPad camera, so the quality's a little better. And, yeah. Also, after the Runaways announcement, I haven't been on camera really to formally talk about the whole Runaways announcement. Runaways audio adaptation is coming. It's in the works. The first 6 issues, pretty heavy chunks of them have already been shot amongst the 6 kids themselves. I'm doing some casting stuff for their parents. It's been a good time. There's a lot of Runaway stuff already shot. We're hopefully going to have the first issue of we're hopefully going to have the first trade. I am shooting to have the first trade of Runaways done by the end of the year at latest. If everything gets in the way, if everything goes wrong, I still want to have it done by the end of the year. On top of that, there might be a chance, so have your fingers crossed, there might be a chance the first chunk of the super secret project will be done by then too, because there was a whole falling out with that, and that was really kind of a messy situation, but the super secret project has had some recasting that finally took place, so it existed kind of in a limbo where there was no main star for a while, and now I think it does, so it has one. Oh yeah, and the Smash Brothers pin on the beret. I've just decided the beret can start having things on it. I'm going to put pins on the beret every now and again. Smash Brothers might be I'm not going to aim to do stuff that's super mainstream. I like to, like the channel itself. I mean, I'm not aiming to do the most obvious thing, so, we'll see where the pin situation goes. Okay, back to work. Talking about Batman Eternal, issue 16. Another great issue of Dustin Nguyen's artwork. Dustin Nguyen, who, as we've established, I love so very, very much. So, there's a fair deal amount of stuff that goes on. As far as, the really basic, tiny stuff we only spend, a minute or two on, Tim and Harper are in Japan, and they... Hong Kong, rather, yeah. No, it is Tokyo. I get the two mixed up, because if Batman went to Hong Kong, they went to Tokyo, all that. And they meet a Russian scientist, played by Sam Elliott, as we've established. And, he's got a giant tentacle monster machine, so Harper better watch out. Obvious joke is obvious. So they're fighting that off. That fight doesn't last very long. It's hard to talk about it when, weeks upon weeks of issues have happened on top of it, and a lot of stuff has been made clear since then. I'm not doing spoilers right here, but I will own, when I have, aha moments. I'd have to review the footage of who I was guessing was the main bad guy from the beginning of here, because I think I might have guessed one of the guys who's now a main player, but I can't remember, and I can't be bothered to look at the footage right now, because once I get warmed up, I like to keep moving and keep vlogging and all that. But yeah, that'll be interesting to look back on. And then the main action was, as mentioned, inside Arkham Asylum, and the demons who are possessing everybody, and Batwing and the Spectre are, they're getting the crap kicked out of them, and then we find out, like, there's this whole great plan by Deacon Blackfire to return from death, and he's going to use the body of Maxie Zeus, which is currently comatose, to do it, and I'm cool with all that. That all, I've heard a lot of people say they don't care for the Arkham stuff. I'm okay with it. The biggest problem with the Arkham stuff is it doesn't seem to have a sense of time and space and all of that. Like, the thing with everybody else has been moving around for weeks. The series has existed, like, continuity is now spread over weeks. Batwing and the Spectre going to the asylum, we see them go to the asylum, and we haven't seen them do anything else. So, like, have weeks passed? Have they been in that asylum for weeks? Probably not. Is like, I have to figure, like, at the asylum, time is really bent out of shape. Because, like, because otherwise people should be questioning this more. And Batman probably is aware that time is really bent out of shape at Arkham Asylum. Otherwise, I would be concerned why he's not questioning why one of his confidant's sons has been in there for weeks and hasn't had an answer for him. But anyway, yeah, Maxie Zeus being pawn to Deacon Blackfire's plan, and he says that, he needs the Spectre to complete his plan. So I haven't really seen where that's going yet. But Blackfire coming back out of hell. There's a lot of destruction going on all over the asylum. That really kind of covers most all of what went on here. Joker's daughter is hanging around. She's not really doing any... I don't know whose side she's on. She's inside the asylum, and she's kind of working for Blackfire and the demons, but not really. She seems to have her own agenda. I mean, it's a character named Joker's daughter. Of course she has her own agenda, but I don't know. I don't have a real strong opinion on her. I will admit, like, I'm questioning what she's here for, and hopefully we find out sooner rather than later, but... ah, boy, how far back is this issue? How many more do I have to cover? There's your answer. There's your answer for how long she's going to remain of questionable point. So, okay. I know it's a short one, but, like, that's honestly my feelings on issue 16. It was mostly just the Asylum stuff, and summing that up and summing up my feelings. I mean, again, I like the Asylum stuff. I like the demons and the monsters and all that, and I like that we don't stop by there very often, although I kind of wish we could get some resolution on that plot in some capacity, but, it'll come when it comes. So, yeah, that's issue 16. Going right on to issue 17, then.